What up, students? My name is Danis, and today I'll be taking you along the journey that you've been on to get some more pro tips, right? We're talking about pro tips this series, and my pro tip today is revolved around your words, and specifically encouragement. How do we use our words as Christian? What can words do? All of that jazz, okay? But before we get to the word, let's go ahead and pray. Father, thank you for today. Thank you for the opportunity to join together digitally or in person, God. I pray that you would be in this time and you would help us to understand a little bit more about you, your character, and how we can use those things to encourage others. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So guys, there's nothing I love more than swimming. I've been swimming since I was 6 weeks old. And that's not a lie because I have picture proof right here. So at the table with the adults, if you see the light-skinned man with the mustache, that's my Uncle Chris, okay? And I remember when I was 4 years old, he came to visit me down in Plano. And because he knows I like to swim and he likes to swim too, he took me to the pool. Now, this was the 1900s. So when we went to Jack Carter, they had a high dive for public use. Like I said, I don't know how safe that is, but they had one, okay? So when we went to the pool, I remember walking in and I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks fun. But as much as I love swimming, guys, I despise heights. I'm still scared of heights today. Being on this stage is about as high as I can be. So I looked at it, but I just didn't think I could do it because of fear. I was afraid, and I could swim cold. Y'all see me shooting the gun and swimming earlier, right? Swimming wasn't the issue, but the issue was that height on the high dive. And I remember when my uncle walked me in, I was looking at it, he's like, you should go up there. And I was like, no, it looks dangerous. And it may have been, but at the end of the day, he was like, you can't let fear hold you back. You can do anything you put your mind to. And I'll be right there with you. And as soon as you jump off the high dive, I'll catch you and I'll make sure you make it up. Guys, that encouragement in my life allowed me to experience something that I wanted to do that I didn't think I could do. All behind the strength of some positive words. So what my thesis for you all today is that what you say to others has the potential to change the trajectory of their entire life. And y'all, I didn't just make that up out of nowhere. It's Bible wisdom. In Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21, it reads, your words are so powerful that they will kill or give life, and the talkative person will reap the consequences. Now let's get into that a little bit. First of all, if you're talkative, be careful because there's a price to pay for what you say. But words can do two things, guys. The text says that they can either kill or they can give life. And the Greek word in the Bible for life, the Hebrew word is actually chai. Y'all say chai. You got to get right back there to say it good. So the Hebrew word chai literally means to grow. So if you're encouraging someone, that could spawn them to grow. Just like this plant behind me needs water to grow, that's the same effect that your words can have on other people. So it's very important. What we're saying is death words discourage and life words encourage. Now, we've all been in a situation where we've been bullied, where someone said something mean to us or discouraging, and it had a direct effect on how we were able to perform. But guys, as Christians, what we want to do with our words, guys, is spawn each other to encouragement, because the Christian life is not easy, but it's fulfilling. And in order for us to push through, we're going to have to encourage each other, okay? And I didn't make that up either. That's also in the Bible. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24 through 25 reads, let us think of ways to motivate one another to acts of love and good works. And let us not neglect our meeting together as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of his return is drawing near. Guys, the writer of Hebrews is telling us that this world is going to provide strife. It's going to provide hard times and struggle, but you never know what a positive word from you will do in someone else's life. And we don't just see it in the Bible, guys. We see it everywhere. When you're at your football game and you want your team to perform, what do? You cheer. There's a whole job for encouraging called cheerleaders. They got a whole meeting for encouragement, and it's called a pep rally. So we don't have to explain this to you folks. You know. Let's use our words to encourage instead of discourage so we can work together and build the kingdom of God. Now, we've already discussed why we need to encourage, what our words do, but how exactly do we encourage in a successful manner? I got an illustration of an example of encouragement, so let's take a look at that, and then we'll come back and talk about ways we actually encourage each other.
What's the matter with you, boy?
They won't let me go to Blackout. They say I'm too little, and no one ever lets you do anything when you're too little.
Ah, phooey. What about all the stories about the little people that do big things? Like Little Red Riding Hood, them Three Little Pigs, Spike Lee, or them Little Rascals. You ever hear the story about the little engine that could? Let me tell you that story. Once upon a time, deep in the jungle, there was a little engine that could. And he was chugging his way across the enemy line. Chugga, 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 toot, toot. This little engine mission was to take some AK-47s and a nuclear payload over the mountain to the 2063 Battalion. Needless to say, there was plenty opposition. You think that stopped the little engine that could? No sirree, Bob. He just kept chugging along. Chugga, 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 chugga. Toot, toot. Not even when they climbed aboard the train and popped out the eyes of the conductor, and blood and snot was ripping out his eye sockets. You think that stopped the little engine that could? He just kept chugging along. Chugga, 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 toot, toot. It wasn't until Charlie rigged the bridge with plastic explosive. Just as the little engine was making its way across the trestle, boom! An explosion happened, and blood and guts and everywhere, and Bubba come crawling out the back door. Both legs missing. Lula made baby boy. He looked up at me, he said, "Babe, I can't feel my legs." I said, "Bubba, they ain't there." And I looked down, and them little bloody nubs was kicking real fast like this here. And I said, "Bubba, it's 30 miles to the nearest town. Unless you can flip upside down and walk on your hands, you ain't gonna make it." All of a sudden, Charlie was all over the place. Just me and my sidearm. And I had no other alternative but to blast my way out. Die, pig, die! You'll never take Major Vincent Winter for pain alive! Bam! I saw what you did to my friend! Bam! Major! 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 Bam! Hello, Miss Walburn.
All right, y'all, that is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's called Major Payne. And even though his encouragement was, it started well and it kind of ran off a little bit, you'll find if you watch the rest of the movie, but that encouragement really changed the trajectory of that young man's life. So guys, we want to be in the business of encouraging. We want to give life to others. We want our words to grow people. So how do we do that? There's 3 major keys to encouragement. The first key is a personal heart posture of gratitude. And I know you guys are thinking, what? Gratitude? Where did that come from? We're talking about words. But the truth of the matter is that when you're grateful, you see the world in a whole different way. All of a sudden, you see the good in other people. You see the good in yourself. You're more humble, and it really gives you a foundation to be able to speak into other people's lives just because you are in a posture of humility, okay? And now it's not always easy to be grateful, right? I'll tell the truth myself, I'm not always grateful. So as a practice, we're gonna give you guys some affirmations that you can say every day just to get into your mind a spirit of gratitude. So we have the digital handout for that you can begin saying every day just to start your day off correctly. The second thing that is a major key to encouraging others is to avoid using shallow and insincere words. You don't want to say, hey, good job, buddy, or, oh, girl, that was nice. No, let's be specific. Let's really think about what they did and how they did it well. Don't just use it as a fluff, okay, guys? Really take the time to use the words that really amplify what you liked about what someone else did. The third key to encouraging is to highlight character traits instead of physical ones, guys. It's very easy and obvious to compliment things that are happening on the outside, but oftentimes what we need encouragement to do is to change on the inside, especially as Christians, okay? So if you see somebody being super humble, hype them up. Be like, oh, I cannot believe how humble you were in that moment. If you see somebody exercising self-control, maybe they're at a party and they're not doing what the world tells them to do, when you get out of there, encourage each other. Be like, hey, your self-control is on point. Anything, guys, anything that you cannot touch or you cannot see, love, patience, respect, anything like that, those are the things that we want to highlight in each other so we can move forward and look more like Christ, okay? So in an effort to spread encouragement all around the world, we're going to do a social media challenge. It's the Speak Life Challenge. I'll put that in the chat, hashtag Speak Life. All right, so for the challenge, you can make a reel, a video, a post, whatever you want, but you have to highlight one of the fruits of the Spirit in your friend that you're encouraging on the video. So if you don't know the fruits of the Spirit, you need to look it up. It's in the Bible in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23, but I'll go ahead and read them for you. So we are encouraging each other on love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, or self-control. So if you don't have any friends displaying that, that's another sermon series. But I need you to find one and think about it. Be on the lookout, guys. Observe each other. Be a community as one, okay? So when you see other people displaying these fruits of the Spirit, I want you guys to hype them up. You can make a song if you want to, a ticker tape parade, a dance. You can do the little thing where they write on the cards and drop them. Whatever you want to do, creativity is totally up to you, but we want to encourage each other in the fruits of the Spirit today. Why? Because our words have the power to change the trajectory of someone's path. And moreover, guys, even if the words are not discouraging, you withholding encouragement from someone when they need it can be equally as detrimental to them and their growth, okay? So never hold back encouragement. Be looking to encourage each other. Be looking to use sincere words. We want to highlight character traits, and we want to start with a posture of gratitude. All right, guys, so now it's time for you to get creative. Go home, curate your content, and like, share, subscribe to this. And I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week here online. Thank you.